them the PDM funds. So that's the purpose of this meeting, and also to know how far have we gone with PDM, who got 500,000, who has balance, and why is that? And then the data collection. What is the problem with the data collection? Why are most people saying they are not written into the data? So all are those things we are going to discuss, and then after that, I will suggest that we are going to go on ground, sub-county by sub-county, because I'm not sure we can do parishes, but we are going to do sub-counties, and I want to see those people in person who have accessed those funds. We're going to also make that timetable, and that timetable, I want us to follow it prior from next month, August. I want us to make a timetable for August. We are going to move sub-county by sub-county in a space of 2 weeks, so that we can see those people who got the funding of the PDM. So we do not assume that there is people who got money and then they did not do what? They did not get it. And so that we can also know that those who allege that did not get money are just baseless liars. Not so? So that's what we are going to discuss, and that's what we are going to focus on. So let me have the cow giving opening remarks. As you see, all these, the people who are here are the stakeholders in the PDM fraternity of Rakai. The MPs could not be here because of what they are handling in Parliament today, but us who are here, we are the first focal people on the PDM of Rakai district. So, Cow, please, let's hear your opening remarks.
Thank you so much, Madam Chair, the RDC, technical staff present, also and the media fraternity. I want to welcome you to this meeting, that's a very important meeting to discuss the progress of PDM in Rakai. And I know most of these people are pillars. You know, we have so many pillars, 7 pillars, so each pillar is represented, and we are supposed to move together with all the pillars together so that we can achieve what is supposed to be achieved. First and foremost, this PDM program is a very good program for the people, and we thank government for doing this. For Rakai, we received money like the rest of the districts, and at first we got 7.9, which includes
7.9 what?
billion, where we have 100 billion, 108 per parish. We have 73 parishes. So all those parishes got their money.
108 million.
108 million per parish. They got their money. And later on, we received additional money, 50 million per parish. So in total, Rakai has gotten 11.6 billion, which is at parish level. And the first batch, people were given, money were given to the beneficiaries. They had their processes and they were given money, and I know the focal person will be presenting maybe a list, because he must have a list of beneficiaries. We've given over 8,000 people the money. So, and for this, the upcoming 50 million per parish, we are in the process. We were given a condition that we can't give money without putting the beneficiaries on system, those that got the 100 million. So we are in the process of finalizing the system, so that, but we've given a condition, because there is a status here, those that have done 50 and above, they start mobilizing, because we are targeting the season. We want this season people to get their money and benefit from the season. So we are doing that. Right now, some parishes have started mobilizing people, receiving applications, so that they can receive this money. Going back to what the people say that during that day, there are so many issues surrounding that. That money was given to people per parish. That is 100 million. Remember, the parish is big. How many households are in the parish? There's so many. So when you have a rally and people say, we didn't see the money, It's obvious. They couldn't have seen the money because you can't have 100 million feeding the whole parish. And this is a step by step. As the president said, they will be giving us money every financial year, so that maybe at the end of the 5 years or 6 years, everyone will have gotten those who qualify for that PDM money. So that is one area. So if people say we didn't get the money, the fact is not everyone got PDM money. So it is true. People did not get money, all of them, but the money that was there was given. And then the issue of charging money, because the committee, there is that committee, the circle committee, that is responsible for giving out money. Of course, from the start, there were those issues. We would get reports from here and here, pockets of that people have charged 10,000 some money, and those were comprehended. Some of them were put to prison, some money to police to make statements. Some of them were compelled to refund the money. So for that case, for that level, we covered it. And for this coming level, we are emphasizing no one will charge any money, because one, parish chiefs are facilitated 100,000 per month. So there is no way that they need transport or anything. So they are facilitated. The PDM samples, at that time, they were not facilitated. But now they are given 250 per quarter to enable them run their businesses. So there is no, if anyone does that, they will face the law. Because I mean, they are human beings. If they fall culprits, the law is there. If it is my staff, I will take my administrative action. So that's what I can say for now. But what I want to say, that is we are progressing. There's no cause for alarm in Rakai, I'm sure. There's no cause for alarm. Thank you so much. I want we should establish
Per parish and way forward.
Madam fair staff members, I'll just I've prepared a small report and I'll give some of the details of what happened. So far, members should know that in Rakai we have 73 parishes. And from those 73 parishes, we have so far managed to give beneficiaries totaling 8,275. And we received parish roving fund.
When you say beneficiaries, 8,000, is that a person or a household?
No, households. Rather households. I'm talking about households.
8,000 households.
275 households. Rather beneficiary households. Then we received 7.9 from central government, and this one went to parishes in the circles in the parishes. We have so far given 7.92. We want to have a balance of around 0.5%, which was not discussed, but using the system. That's when that one came out. The little money that was remaining,
You're losing me. You don't have to rush.
Yeah.
We have all day, but you're losing me somehow. Yeah. Okay. Go back to the 8,000 households. Start from there.
We have so far given to 8,275 households in the whole district, in all the parishes.
I would think it's equivalent to individual, because you give one person in a household.
Okay. So when does it come to circles? Because you see, we're explaining these things to people who are going to watch this. So you better explain it so they can understand it.
Okay. Where we begin from is we are targeting households from the different villages. Then different households go into an enterprise group. And that enterprise group is supposed to have 10 to 30 members. Depending on the enterprise they have selected. They go into their enterprise groups. They are between 10 to 30. Then those enterprise groups, they come to the parish level, they form a circle. So circles have different enterprise groups that are formed by households. So we come from the household, we go to the enterprise group, then we go to the circle at the parish level.
So you get the money and then you put it in the circle.
Yes.
So then there's
The circles, they go to the enterprise groups, and then the enterprise groups, they go for households.
okay.
You
Yes.
put the money there, the money comes direct to you.
Oh, okay. To the circle.
Yes.
All right.
We have already agreed that 7.952 was received. That was in the previous financial years. It has been cumulative. And so far we disbursed 7.921 as the money which went to the households, the different households. Then we have, in percentage, we have disbursed 99.6 as a disbursement. But we have categories of these people, the households which have received this money. We have men and women, we have 2,722, those who have received money, and they have got 2,588,290,000. Then we have youth, so far we have given 1,871, and they got a total of 811,300,000. Then we have PWDs, they are 388, and they have so far received 371,740. We have elderly, in total they are 731 in number, and they have so far received 693,230,000. And then we have others where men follow. We have so far given households totaling 2,563, and they have got 2,457,200,000. So that is the breakdown. But when we total, we come to the total of 7.921, which we have so far disbursed to different households. Of recent, government released more money, and that is what Kawa has been talking about, 50 million per circle. Of recent, in the fourth quarter, as we are closing, government released more money. And 65 circles under Pride, because now Pride it is the new bank we are working with. We got 3,266,250,000. That is under Pride Bank, where each parish got 50 million. The recent release I'm referring to. They released 50 million per parish. And the money which went to Pride.
Cow, you said the government said it's going to be giving us more money every year, right?
Every financial year.
Every financial year. So is this the new money for
Yes.
the financial year,
Yes.
the 3 billion?
Yes.
Leaving the 7 point.
The 7.9 billion was for the other financial year, but implemented during this the year that
Of them, we are aware that there are some people who tried to charge some illegal fees from the client. And as Kawa said, we got to know that information. And these people were handled. It is not only the parish chiefs, but even the circle leaders then, they also participated in charging some money for collecting data, doing business plan. But then the district came in and this issue was handled. We don't think it is going to continue anymore. Another issue that has been disturbing and why we have delayed even to finalize the data capture, we didn't have tools like the computers. This has been a very big challenge. You are telling the parish chief to go to collect data, to enter people in the system, but he's asking you, how should I do it? That has been a very big challenge. And we thought that since census was done, we thought those gadgets were going to be left behind, but they can help us to host the data capture. I don't know how they are doing it, but I had a promise that maybe they can bring them back, but we can finalize the system. Then there have been a number of changes. You see, this system they are developing it as we go on. So they are making a number of changes, and at times we don't get informed in time. So you find we are still doing something when they have already changed. They delay to communicate with us. So we continue doing something which has been changed. At times you go into the system and you find some icons are already removed. So you get stuck there. That has been a very big challenge to most of the people who are helping us to enter that data. There was an issue of leaders failing not to be facilitated. Like Tika was already saying, they have, at least when they sent the 50 million, 250 also was put as facilitation for the leaders to enable them do their work. At least that one has been handled. You see, this system has two steps. There's one that captures household information, and there's a system we use for paying. And this information has to tally. The only problem we got when they were collecting household information, by then NIN was optional. So most of the people were captured without NIN. But when you go to the system for paying, you must indicate a NIN. So that one also delayed us. So people have to go back to the field and make sure they get the NIN. That issue has really disturbed us, but people, they are doing what they are supposed to do, and we are sure we are going to do the work and we will finish it. Most of the money was taken to pride, according to by government, because government said they want to deal with the financial institution that belongs to government. So pride, which took over Rakai, didn't have agency. But last week they were here, they are engaging most of the agents so that they can have the services nearer to the people. People who got less than $1 million. And what we agreed as the district team, from this 50 million, those who got less money, they will be the first to get their battles. That one should be very
what's agreed by the whole government, or is it just the district making it?
The whole government, it is even in the circular.
Like those who got less?
The circular promise of finance was across the country.
So this message of saying if people ate the money, there's no way we can eat the money. Money goes to the account of the circle. So it is only withdrawn even after the community meetings are done and they have agreed who should get how much. But the problem came in because by then they had to do the appraisal and decide who should get how much depending on the project is going to do.
It was before the presidential policy of 1 million per beneficiary.
Yes. What are we planning to do so that we can let this program move the way forward? We are saying the upload of those households that have not yet been captured is going to continue, and this is being done by the party chief at that level. We are going to continue. The little money we have now on account, we want to see it before the end of this month, that money disbursed. But only to those who have gone through the system, because there is no way we are going to disburse any more money minus the system. And we are going to continue with monitoring. Monitoring is done at a different level. At sub-county, they are supposed to do monitoring. At parish, there is a PDC which is supposed to do monitoring. So even at the district level, we are going to continue doing the monitoring. The data collection is we are going to continue collecting it, and then we are going to continue sharing with the system administrators, because now they change, now and then the system will change. Like yesterday I ran a report of those who have gone through the system. Today, I went to the system, I wanted to get another report today morning. The icon was already off. You cannot export that report. from them. So, yes, from the system. Yesterday, I have a copy which I ran yesterday. But today morning, I wanted to see whether some people have added. I could not generate
Some
that.
people have added, or is there addition of more people? Or
Addition of more people on the system. I could not.
you couldn't access the system?
Yes, because the system, the icon is already removed from the system. So there are a number of changes now and then. We are supposed to have a meeting with the team, but the last week it didn't happen. So we don't know what they have changed and what they have not yet changed. So those are the issues I could raise, and maybe members, if I've left out something, they will help us and also discuss. Thank you very much.
About the progress on the PDM done there to the ground. In the first place, we want to appreciate the government for this program. Indeed, it's quite a very good program that is going to help so many our people. We admit we've gotten some challenges, as for example, this was aired out, but these are some of the minor issues that we can't say we can't progress. These are just issues, you know, like any new program. Who could expect such issues, but generally we are moving on well. As Cow and him have already explained, we received this money, 180 million per circle. Those are 108 million. That's per circle, per PDM circle. We received the money, and recently we also received the 50 million shillings, which is still onto the accounts. We distributed already the other 108 million.
So each parish has one circle?
Yes, each parish. When we say a PDM circle, that is now we are referring to a parish. Yes, or a ward. That's what it means.
So how much goes to the enterprise?
Enterprise, that's the 1 million to the household.
The 1 million
Enterprise
goes to
group.
the household. So how much goes to the enterprise? When it comes to the circles, you say the circle gives the enterprise,
Yes,
and then the enterprise gives the household.
yes.
So how many enterprises are there, and how much goes to the?
You know, there are different enterprises per circle, for example, there are different enterprises. And within the enterprise, there are different households.
Maybe some more clarification. The circle doesn't give money to the enterprise group.
They're still using the cabinet, these phones, the cabinets. They don't have these smartphones. Therefore, we have that challenge. Like he has explained, we had expected after the census we could get some of these gadgets. There were some good gadgets that would help us. So that one is also one of the challenges we have down there. Two, I wanted also this to be brought to the attention of the colleagues. As we are trying to enroll the previous generations into the system, recently we've changed from Centenary Bank now to micro to Pride under Wind Wallet Elect. Because previously we had used Centenary, now it is micro Pride. So there is that challenge now. And these parishes and town agents were not trained. It's these body members that have now the rights.
They're not trained to do what? To change money from centenary to pride, does it need training?
This one, right?
Money
That's
to
what
go
I'm
to
trying to
Wendy.
explain.
Because they brought in a new system of Wendy. They're going to pay using Wendy. So maybe these scholarships are not taken through that Wendy system.
Who is supposed to do that? Not you?
Right.
It is pride. Pride.
Yeah, but they took on now the body members, the circle members. The town agents and parishes were left out.
We shall engage Pride to come back and take it.
Exactly. We need to engage the Pride to come back and also.
Because now paying the
We had another meeting in May, early June, with is all the parish chiefs and town agents and CDOs. So we need, before they start even disbursing this money, we need another meeting of that kind, chaired by you, the RDC, so that they know how, we keep talking to them. One, to make sure that they don't charge anything. Because charges were clear. They get their facilitation, the PDM circles are getting what? Their facilitation. Then we also emphasize on the modalities, because we need a vigorous exercise of recruiting beneficiaries, so that they are verified by LC1 chairpersons. They are known by everyone.
So we have that meeting when, like August, beginning? When are they bringing, like when are you disbursing money?
They've started the recruiting, they've started the process of recruiting
So that
beneficiaries.
meeting should be in like 2 weeks or one? So August is like 3 weeks away, so.
Yeah, we suggest maybe make our plans and start contributing.
They give us the progress, and then we talk to them again. You see these things, we keep on emphasizing.
Because they said that the parish chiefs ask these people for money so that their groups can be given money, something like that, or their groups be registered. And then for you, also Rosa, what they call you tax. You tax the households that have got, because most of the households that are getting money, they're saying they're not even Chida Chonka. Because seriously, there's some LC1 person, they told me, they asked, did you get your PDM money? And he's like, yes. And he's an LC1 chairperson getting PDM money for Chida Chonka. So you, Jimmy, you people who are collecting the data, make sure you're collecting data for those people who are supposed to benefit from the PDM system. Not the ones who are driving borders, not the LC1 chairpersons, not the LC2 chairpersons, but the people who are supposed to get that money. Do you understand, Jimmy? And do you understand me, Jackson? Because I am going to go on ground and we are all going to go like we are here. I want to see each and every person who got that money, and I want each and every person to tell me what their jobs are. Because now we are going to start telling people to refund money if they are not Chida Chonka. To give it to the Chida what? Because this program is really for the poor, the really, really poor. Because if you can afford to buy a motorcycle, you can't be PDM, you go to Myoga. If you are LC1 chairperson, you can't be PDM, go to Myoga. There is leadership circles. Not so? So can you be at least vigilant? Can you look at the people you're giving this money to? That's why at the end of the day, they start saying that, you know what, Jackson takes the money and gives it to the rich. And they give him half of the money. It's just because you're not looking at these parish chiefs and who they are registering and where they really come from. So you end up being stirred into hot soup where you're not even supposed to be. Because I know for you, you're not the one registering the people. We really, really, really have to have an iron hand on these parish chiefs. And fair enough, DISO's office, ISO, is registering these households. We were in Kampala the other day with the ISO, with what do they call him, DG Katabazi. You know, they've made a system where they capture houses, the households that are getting that money. So he made us laugh with his system. He was showing us how the system works. So he put it in some place, and then they showed a certain household, and this household has a PDM. But you know what the household looked like? It was a double-storied house. And then they said, how does this person sleeping?
There's another example here. This person was a wood shop. He was in enterprise of tomatoes. Now he says he changed into a shop. The shop was there already. So the shop is around 5 million or even 10.
And he's busy getting the 1 million for the most poor person. Do you understand? Yeah.
Kamara, this year, I to clarify on something. When we are doing data capture, it was supposed to be profiling every household in the district. You don't have to desegregate poor or not poor.
Okay.
But then the powers to who gets money was given to the PDC committees. So these are the people who Mr. Jackson rejects and is submitted. These people will go against him. So these people choose their people, they choose their friends, they just submit to him.
Okay.
It's not Mr. Jackson who controls who gets money. It is the people themselves that decides who gets money. So I don't know how we are going to...
That is what I'm saying.
A suggestion, Madam Aradis, that these committees, they are the ones responsible, the SACCO committees. They are the ones who approves who should get, who should what. We should have a meeting with them. As you said, we have a schedule like visiting some county and some county. We can make it a point to meet all these leaders because that's where the problem comes from.
So what do we do for these leaders? Anyway, I'll discuss in our security meeting with the DISO. We shall see what to do for these people who put in people who are not supposed to benefit from PDM. And next, when I meet the president, I'm going to raise that issue of giving people, we see what to do for these people who are benefiting money for the Chida Chonkas. We're going to discuss that and see what security is supposed to do for them, because we're not going to stand letting our government down when the government has tried everything for us to be well. So Jackson, those are the allegations about you. But of course I know they might not be true at a 90% or 80%. Yeah? You know I can't stand in for you. Who alleges must prove. So I can't say they are true allegations or they are wrong allegations. But what I'm saying, it is because of your weakness. You're not looking so much into what is being done on the ground. That's why everything ends up to be said against you, which is bad and which I do not want, which I want to start clearing. Rakai is one of the districts that support NRM. So we should be the best at this government, what? Programs and systems. So we are going to do what we can as we, the stakeholders in this PDM thing, to make sure it is a what? It is a success. And another thing I want to ask, Mr. Jackson, are there any success stories you're hearing that someone got money and bought goats, or someone got money and bought a cow, or someone got money and used it for something, or are these the normal stories of someone got the money and bought ranch?
There are so many success stories, and I tasked them to compile this report of success stories. I know they will be submitted by end of this week.
There are very many.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Out of the 8,000?
There are very many success stories. They are there.
Yeah, there are many. I have
There are many.
videos. There are many. There are many.
The dialogues up there are the issue of having the parish development model funds be based on population and the numbers in the parishes should be considered as well. Because if you consider a parish or a ward with 2 villages or 3 and range it with a parish with 10 villages, really if you go to such a village or a parish, you may fail to get the impact felt compared to a parish with 2 or 3 villages also. So that should be considered in this program, such that if a minister goes to a parish where there are 10 villages and to a cell or to a ward with the 2 cells, really you will get different feedbacks. So let's try to consider revising the program to consider parishes with population figures while discussing those funds. Thank you, Madam.
Dr. Nakao will answer. But does it
Now that issue, when we were having the office in Uganda, some LGs raised it that there are parishes that are too huge. They have high populations, so 100 million is just a drop in an ocean. But Mr. Garamzis, Honorable Garamzis said, this is something that is continuous. Every 5 million. With time, and we can't even say that that population is poor under Chidachung. So every financial year they bring money. With time, people will
so meaning if you say every financial they're going to bring 100, meaning in like 50 years I'll also get PDM. Because they all have finished all the steps and now they're on the top bosses. So.
That is when our president is still president in 50 years.
They'll be Mohozi. Gunawagagawali, right? Okay, that, do you remember Kamara? Is there any way we can use it or is it too late?
Clarification, Madam Rabis. The new guidelines they gave out, that is what is supposed to be done. And even bringing the minutes of community meeting, even attendance attached. So I don't know whether they are faulting them, but I even have those minutes where even the community members were there and attach a list of those who are approved in the community.
Should follow a village council meeting where the list of beneficiaries are read out and then verified by the village itself. So I wonder what the chief is asking us to adopt. How are you doing it at your place? Because that should be the...
Already implemented?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's in the guidelines already. So you're not aware?
Call you and read you the policy and tell you do this, do this. And if you don't do it, then that is you're failing government program. So it's now at that level that you should really wake up and monitor and follow.
Anyway, like you said, Carl, you have a greater view or the best view that we should invite these people next week. And we emphasize on all those points because I think you're losing the program. New Vision, is there any question? Because I know you're going to call Nabanja after here.
My name is Dismas Vijaya. I'm the Bureau Chief for New Vision Strategy of Southern Region. I have two questions. What do you intend to do? Because I know the concern of the Prime Minister was basically issue to do with the extortion. It is related. And I know that's a two-way traffic. There are those who give and those who receive. And I hear you are blaming, putting to fault the committee, the allocation where they have some gaps, I think. But what about those who give the parish chiefs that token, which is causing a problem? You got me?
Yeah, I do get it clearly.
You are all getting 1 million and someone says, give me, give a feedback of 200. That person who gives a feedback 200, that's corruption. I think that in my context of thinking. What do you have? You have to send a message to those people who give the officials that money, so that it's very transparent. The program is transparent.
Now question number 2.
Then 2 is whether is the possibility of overhauling those that are implicated in the system in terms of cleaning the system for PDM. Especially committees that I've heard about that are responsible for the mess. Because it seems it cuts across, and I believe with the car.
Because it's corruption on both ends. But the problem we have, after this person has given, he will not tell you that I've given to get the what? The money. All they'll say is we didn't get the whole batch. I didn't get the whole 700,000. Yet the people who are giving the money to the other person, because the cases we've had those issues before. And then when I went to that Kasankala sub-county, do you remember, Kao? When we went there, and then I warned them, I said whoever has given and whoever has received will all face the law. Whoever has given and whoever has received will be arrested. And then the parish chief saying, when did you give me? Because remember, there is no evidence of that they were done what? They were given. Now those who were saying that we gave our money to the parish chief, but the parish chief didn't give us the what? The money. Wasn't there that issue, Diso? Kasankala. There were very many of them. They even had a list, and they were all written down with their names. Me, I gave 200,000. Another one gave 100. Another one 500. Another one. Then I asked them, why were you giving money to the parish chiefs? Are you supposed to give money? Isn't that a crime? I sent all of them to the police. All of them. And then we took them to court, and I told the police they should handle and they should be apprehended. For giving what? Bribes. Because that's giving bribery. You're bribing someone to do something for you. So if you're bribing that person to do something for you and then they did not do it for you, then you come and say, I gave them my bribe and I was not given. So how do I tell that person you gave the bribe to give back the bribe? No. You who took the bribe to the briber, you will be arrested as well as the one who received the what? The bribe. So that's how I have been handling, and that's how we have been handling in Rakai. So this issue of people saying they didn't get money, I know it is because the problem is with where is the communication officer? It is because you're not communicating. You're not doing your work. You're supposed to communicate. You're supposed to be on radio. You're supposed to be on TV. You're supposed to put whatsoever you have to put, whether on the trees or at the sub-county level, who has received, who has not received. If there are 8,000 people, if we've given 8,300 people in Rakai and in the 73 parishes, why don't we put up those names on the notice boards of the sub-counties? Do you understand? So that whoever comes can read into enyumba ya musoke yafunye, enyumba ya ndayonde yafunye. Kati wabanga yegana, when on the notice board he's there, he got the money, then how are they going to shout that they didn't get the money when they're seeing the names of the people who got the money? Cow, am I clear? Isn't that supposed to be your one information officer? So that's where the problem is. We are not communicating. Communication should be for everyone. Let's not hide information. Let everyone have access to what? To information. So when everyone shouts that I didn't get money, it's because they think even the immediate person next to them also didn't do what? Didn't get. Why would they say that? They say they didn't get, it's because they are not what? Informed. But if we inform them, then we shall not have that hindrance. Right? Shouting he didn't get, we will see that Namusoke got, because you might be sleeping with someone in the house and they got, and then you don't know that they did what? Sente and then you don't know. You understand? So that's what we are going to do. We are going to be transparent enough. Okay? So,
The issue of overhauling.
okay, you can explain.
The issue of overhauling, I think we started on that, Jackson. There are those sub-parishes that had so many issues, and we conducted AGM, and then they voted other members in office. So we are doing it case by case. Any committee that is proved stubborn, we remove and then do the AGM.
Supplement, we've been holding AGMs now, and where there are people who have issues, they have been elected in those AGMs. So where there have been issues, some of the committee members, they have changed.
For those people who got 500,000, and I heard there was a statement by somebody who said those who got 500,000 should come to the district and get another 500,000. You understand? So I need you to clarify that. Why did they clarify it again? You understand? Because if I'm going to start marching to the district for 500,000, so can you please tell them where to find the 500,000 and why they did not get the 500,000?
Thank you, Madam Agabisi. I've already stated that we are aware there are some people who got less than a million. And then decide on how much can be given depending on the enterprise. But since the guidelines changed and they say every beneficiary, every household of PDM must get 1 million. we have already agreed as a district that all those who got less than 1 million in this next release they have made, we are going to top up, and each household gets a full million. But that one, we don't do it as leaders, because this money goes to the account of the sub. That means there's no way you can invite any person to come here and pick the money. No, the system is going to be the system is going to be put in place, and they are going to be paid via their accounts or their mobile money. There's no way they can pick that money from the district here. I want that one to be very clear to every member that yes, you got less, there's that issue, and we agree you are going to get your balance, but then it has to be paid on your account.
So you explain that that issue is not at district level. So they don't think the money came to the district and then they got less.
Okay.
Do you understand?
And I confirm that money is not at the district, but money is at the circle level. And when the meeting of the parish has sat, and we have already, because they are going to endorse a bill on those people who got less than 1 million, we shall submit that list to the bank, and those people will be topped up. But the decision is coming from the leaders of the circle at the parish, not at the district.
Okay. Adios.
Yes,
And way forward.
Part of some small things. The PDM program faces some few issues because of the supervisors or people working on it. There's a small business that can be handled, but not handled because of some few issues. We talked about extortion. Extortion is not hard these days because there is no money to give. As long as the money starts, it will start. Since there is something wrong with the millions, the giver and the taker. This morning I got call from Charland here. Now the extortion are changed now. Someone was calling me at 1,000 this morning, today. Someone called her. Well, we are from Wendy. We need it. Not a kid. How that? Put it to someone who can pay you. That stupid person sends the money. After sending, when they had called again to pick more, that's when he contacted the Gison to get some information. He asked the Gison, why did this person call you before sending the 30K? So our people have issues. And that's just the beginning. They are going to be calling the level of money by affiliates. Another issue, there is also PDM, I think it will say some of us down here will not fully accept it. Because there are some things that you hear say, how can this be done? We have a number of beneficiaries during the time when we were trying to top up to make a million. Someone who received 500,000 at first. So he or she was supposed to get more, 500, but he was given $1 million. So he has 1.5. That is a stupid mistake. Either the bank or the person who filled the form has something wrong with the head. I called the manager, said no bank. He said that's not ours. Ours is to see what is on the form. So people who are filling the forms, I don't know how they look like it, but there is something wrong.
So they double submitted.
And people receive the money, and getting money from them is another struggle. I tried, I said, so we need to be, I think, a little bit more serious. If we don't do that, vigilant. On data thing here, talking about data, feeding data into the PDMs. I don't know what is happening with the Ugandans, but very soon, in 5 years, not time to come, they're going to see so that everything. Because for them, it's order. My DSOs now are doing peeling the data. So it was by force, you must have a smartphone. No one was giving any money. You must have a smartphone. If you don't have it and you can't buy it, you don't know how to use it. DSO, get someone to replace that one immediately. They fear, they say they're running around. Others bought, others sent their sons to replace them. So it's no begging. You either have a smartphone or you lose the job. Right now we have worked for 1 week. We have rented more than 2,000 people. And we collect a lot of the details, not like this one of yours. Where you cannot even locate the beneficiary of your For us, we reach there, we see you physically. We take a photo of your house, a photo of your goat, or honey, or pig, or coffee. If it's not there, we indicate. She got money for coffee, but it was the dry season, no, the coffee is not to grow. You get the GPS coordinates of your house, because as you have said, we can show you the house of the map. So we pick a lot, and we are doing it. No one was given any money, apart from the money they give them, the usual child. But here, parish chiefs, they are giving them something.
They even get salary.
So we have a weakness. We have to come together and cow. Punish some of these people who cannot do the work. Human beings, we need to be pushed. If you leave it as you want, then nothing will be done. This 50 million will be on the account. But people need it. Those were serious. Then I think that's all about PDM. The issue is data. Then what so far what we have collected, I would like to commend the team. People here receive them. Because among the 2,000 we have picked so far, everyone says they need to pick it. And the percentage of those who are above the shonka is very low. So we have done well. The percentage who receive the money when they are listed, it's very low. If I show you pictures of the houses, these are the variety, people get money. So we are not doing badly, apart from collecting the data. But if we pick the data, then according to what we are seeing here, we are not doing bad.
Then help me score Jackson out of 100.
Jackson out of 100. Apart from the data, he's the 80%.
Well done. Country. Thank you for serving. And actually, the last remarks by the DSO have really made my day. Because I mean, the DSO collects all intelligence in all areas. So if Jackson, you were below 50, he would say 20. But for him saying 80, then I'm really safe in my RDC seat. Jackson, you're making me RDC for the next team. Because if I'm scoring, then so are we all. So thank you for that one. As we said about the meeting, the cow will communicate next week. And then I shall sit together with my security and the cow, and at least we go do community policing about PDM and so many other things. I think we shall add them together. And then we give it 2 weeks so we can see what's really on the ground. Thank you for coming, for God and my country. Long live the President of Uganda.
We have the media